Hello friends, this is the house where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives, and I am in Seattle right now. I am enjoying the ambience of various homes in and around our home. Now I'll walk and talk, and I'll explain to you about my life and leadership. So I think today is Tuesday. I think today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and within few hours we are going to celebrate a New Year. We are entering 2025 in USA, and I wish you all happy New Year and prosperous New Year. So let me start my story. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I am a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of my positive psychology. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler. I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income. And I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. And I'm 61 years old with mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. Despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So never give up in life. Life is a gift. So enjoy every moment of your life and celebrate happiness. And now I am walking and talking. I am with my wife. So I will share with you a couple of aspects on life and leadership. I am an author, researcher and storyteller. I am an author, researcher and storyteller. And I published 53 books, and I published more than 300 research papers, and I published more than 1,000 articles on various international magazines and journals within a span of 15 years. So it's very obvious that I am very workaholic, and I am passionate about research and writing, and so like that I do a couple of things, and I create my own frameworks, methods, models, perspectives, and I started creating my own philosophy a month ago. So like that I do lots of stuff despite having health challenges, financial challenges, because I am passionate about adding value and impacting humankind. I create stories and I create stories to make a difference and impact humankind. So I am a storyteller, as I said. And right now I am walking with my wife, and weather is pleasant. Usually weather is unpredictable in Seattle, and we entered into winter season now, and it has been around 4 months I am in Seattle, and we are enjoying quality time in Seattle, and we came to USA for the first time, and we are in Seattle, and we visited couple of places in Washington state, and also we visited a few places in New Oregon, including Portland and Salem. So within 2 states we visited, so we are very happy, and we came to USA for the first time. and it was because of my younger son Ramakrishna Sai. He paid the bills and he arranged everything, and we came to USA. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible for me and for my wife. Thanks to my younger son Ramakrishna Sai for taking initiative and paying bills and everything. And we are in Seattle, so we are enjoying our life. So now, when we talk about Seattle, Seattle is overall it's a very beautiful city, and it's of course it's more expensive than Dallas. It is less expensive than New York, and Seattle is very good place. Why? Because people are very amicable and adjustable, and there is a least crime rate. People respect diversity. People respect LGBT. So overall, it's a beautiful city to live, and we came to Seattle for the first time. Of course, we didn't know about all these things. In fact, my younger son worked in Dallas. Then he moved to Seattle, and now my younger son has been in Seattle, I think, 4 to 5 years. And because of my younger son, my wife and I are in Seattle, and this is briefly about Seattle. And Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected. Currently, we are in Seattle, which and it takes 20 minutes drive to go to Bellevue. So we visited various places, and Seattle and Bellevue are just like twin cities of Telangana state in India. So both are good cities, Bellevue and Seattle. And entrepreneurship thrives in Seattle, and there are 2 airports in Seattle, and there are a couple of companies which are thriving in Seattle. Some of them include Boeing, Alaska Airlines, Microsoft, Amazon, Starbucks, Costco, Nordstrom. These are all some of the companies. They are very prominent. Of course, there are other companies also. They are doing good. They are still exploring and experimenting. So entrepreneurship thrives in Seattle, and Jeff Bezos started Amazon from garage. So an idea, when you get an idea and when you work with passion, sky is the limit for you. You can do anything and can achieve anything in this world. So now I am standing at the junction, so you can see see now we got, so now you can see the snow, and you can see snow, and right now there is no snow in Seattle. I think there will be a snow in Seattle also. So now currently it's very cold. Currently there is a heavy cold. So as long as weather favors, we will go for a walk. Otherwise we will confine to our homes. If there is no rain, we go for a walk. If there is any rain or heavy snow, then we will confine to home. Then I will do physiotherapy exercises twice. Daily I do physiotherapy exercises at home because I had a brain stroke in the year 2021, and my right hand and right shoulder is numb. I can't type with my right hand and I can't eat with my right hand, so I have health challenges. Now I have a brain stroke in the year 2021. I have a chronic back pain since 2007. I have internal allergies, so lots of health issues I am having. But despite all the challenges, I am trying to recover from my challenges. And I am holding my smartphone with the left hand. Holding my smartphone with left hand is very painful and stressful, but still I hold it. Why? Because I want to record my experiences in Seattle. So I am walking and talking, and also I am sharing my knowledge with the world. So this is the reason why I am uploading videos. After I came to Seattle, I started uploading videos because I am not going to gym. In India, I used to go to a gym, and I have been hitting gym for more than 40 years. But of course, I took a break after the brain stroke in the year 2021. Then again I started. Then again I took a break because I came to Seattle. So now I am enjoying my moments in Seattle. So whatever the opportunities are available, so I avail them so that I can impact the world. So I am recording. Of course, at the same time, I am not a digital savvy, and I don't know how to I don't know how to upload polished videos. I am uploading only raw videos, and because I am not a digital savvy, so please empathize with me, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I am passionate about acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. I am an author, researcher and storyteller. So I create my own stories to impact humankind. So now you can see people, they are enjoying. They are walking, see, running. So like that, so many things they are doing. See, look at a woman. She's going for she's running. So people are enjoying their life. So Americans are very lucky that they are enjoying their lives. And of course, America has got its own challenges. Every country has got strengths and opportunities. But overall, there are plenty of opportunities in for Americans. So that's the reason why people are migrating from developing countries to developed countries, especially USA. So now when we talk about Seattle, it's a nice place and a beautiful place, and I love this city. And it's a destiny that has taken to Seattle, and we are enjoying our quality moments in Seattle. So despite health challenges, I'm going for a walk. And why I have to go for a walk? Because I have a chronic back pain since 2007. So I go for walking, and I am recording. And why I record my memories, and I'll make them viral. If some of the videos are appreciated and shared with their connections, so I get excited, and I feel that yes, I have made some difference for the world. It's not merely a recording here. Apart from recording, I am also sharing with the world the knowledge I have. I have 43 years of diversified experience, and I have 61 years of life. I'm 61 years old, and I observed people during my lifetime, and I have diversified experience. So I acquire knowledge and share my knowledge with the world. Knowledge grows when shared. So we have to share the knowledge. People preserve everything within themselves. It's not appropriate. So what we have to do is we have to add value and share the knowledge so that our knowledge is beneficial for the world. At the same time, you only take whatever is required. Whatever is not required, please discard. Because I believe in learning, unlearning and relearning. So certain things I practiced which didn't work out, then I unlearned. So this is the case of every individual. So you have to learn, you have to unlearn and relearn. That is life. So take whatever is required in the prevailing situation and add value and impact. So now coming to the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is very challenging, and there are some entrepreneurs, they are successful from Seattle, like Jeff Bezos, then Bill Gates. So these are all the entrepreneurs, they succeeded because they had vision, they had passion, they worked hard, and of course luck favored them and they succeeded. And I came to know recently that the co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, lives in Seattle with his wife, and so some eminent people are there in Seattle. They are living, but I don't know all those people because why I know Reid Hoffman, I mean the founder of LinkedIn, is that I am into professional network, and there are a couple of social media platforms, but I focus mostly LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional network. So I focus on that, and I connect with professionals on LinkedIn. So and I watch the videos of Reid Hoffman, Masters of Scale. So that's why I came to know about Reid Hoffman. So like that, there are some entrepreneurs, they are doing good, and entrepreneurship is not easy. Entrepreneurship is a dogfight. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted, and everybody can't succeed because of various challenges. I wanted to become a successful entrepreneur, but I could not. Then I left business and became a faculty member in the year 2007. That was my decision. But overall, it's advisable to explore entrepreneurship. When you explore entrepreneurship, you add value and make a difference. That's one thing. You get money too. Third thing, you provide employment opportunities. People migrate from different parts to Seattle and other places because of the opportunities. If you look at my younger son, he got an opportunity to work in Northstrom, then he moved to Seattle. So this is a small example. So many people, they are migrating here and there for better opportunities. So we should encourage entrepreneurship so that more employment, and it will lead to better standard of living. And of course, let me also add a fact here. There are entrepreneurs, they are successful, but there are some majority of the entrepreneurs, they failed. It's not that that they lacked passion, but due to some circumstances, maybe due to lack of persistence and because of the wrong decisions, so people fail. Everybody can't become an Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk is successful as an entrepreneur. And so everybody talks about Elon Musk, and most of the people in the world know about Elon Musk. Of course, Elon Musk was also close to bankruptcy, but he averted bankruptcy. Then he succeeded and became a richest person in the world. So it's life takes its own time. So only thing you have to work hard, and you have to persist, and you have to keep moving. You have to learn from time to time. When things go wrong, you have to take feedback. Then again, you have to realign the things so that things will fall into the place and you will achieve success. This is life. It's not easy, it's very difficult, but life is like that. So life teaches you many lessons. So this is briefly about Seattle and entrepreneurship. Now I'll move on to the next level. I will talk about my own philosophy. It's very cold, so I'll wait for a moment. It's very cold. I have a chronic back pain, and I have chronic my right problem is right hand is right shoulder is numb. I can't type with my right hand, I can't eat with my right hand. So just I am waiting so that I can shift my mobile from left hand to right hand. So my wife is coming. Just a moment. It's very cold. It's very cold in Seattle. Actually, my wife is with me. She's helping. So I'm rubbing both hands so that I can create some heat. I can create friction and heat so that I can overcome cold. Then again I can start walking and sharing my knowledge. So friends, now I'll start with my own philosophy. I wanted to work on my own philosophy, because as I said, I create my own rules, models, methods, perspectives. So now I'll briefly talk about my own philosophy. How I got the idea of philosophy is that, just 1 minute, just see, people are playing golf, see how they are enjoying their lives, and within few hours people are celebrating New Year. So now you see all people, it's a golf course area, people are hitting balls. Okay, fine. So I started my own philosophy, that is recently, I think a month ago, when I was walking, I got an idea to work on my philosophy. How I got idea means, people get ideas from different ways. Some people get ideas in washroom, bedroom, like some different means and methods. People get ideas. See, in my case, I get ideas in the classroom, then I get ideas while walking, and that's why I love walking. As I told you that I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, I keep walking. So I walk a lot. I love walking, and while walking, an idea flashed on my mind. Then I returned home. Then I jotted down my idea on the MS Word document, because for me a short pencil is better than a long term memory. So whenever any idea comes, immediately I capture the idea and write down. and not only that idea, not only capturing the idea. What I do is what I do is that I take my ideas forward, then I will execute them. So that's how I do it. So an idea was born to work on my philosophy. Then while walking, then I googled Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then I was very much excited that the first Google search engine result came as Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy is to emphasize health first, education second, and wealth third, and he harnesses technology. So I was very much excited when I saw my own Google search engine result, and it was a aha moment. It was a great excitement, and I felt that so it was like the power of the universe. Then I started browsing all the pages on Google. Then I came to know that already I published an article, what is your leadership philosophy. Then I also published a research paper on stoicism. So I felt very happy. So we took a diversion, and let me see how it happens. So we wanted to go very straight, so we will walk and talk. So then what I did was then I started googling from first page to the last page, Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then I came to know about Socrates, and I often mentioned about three filter test of Socrates. So many things appeared on Google search engine when I googled Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. So I was very much happy. Then I started creating some quotes. I created template to interview me. Then I started researching about Socrates, and I came to know that Socrates is known as the father of philosophy. So I was very happy. So, and I often mention about Socrates in my books and also in my teaching and training programs. So I felt very happy and excited about Socrates. Then I started to exploring from the perspective of Socrates. I started researching about philosophy from the perspective of Socrates. Then so this is how I started my journey, and see how we will go around and come back. They are enjoying. So it's very hot. Wait. Just hold it. It's very cold. Oh. So here skater, somebody is skating. So here people enjoy their lives very much, and so you can see people in and around skating. So people follow their passions in Seattle and America. So they lead their lives happily. Of course, everyone has some okay. I just watched a dog carrying the ball with its mouth. So okay, fine. So let me revert back to my storytelling. So I started exploring my own philosophy. Then I was thinking in which direction I had to go. Then I thought of exploring from education, because I love education. So then I started creating an educational philosophy, and of course still it's tentative, and I'm at to coin new perspectives on philosophy, because it's a month, and it will take my lifetime contribution to create my own philosophy to impact humankind. So daily I take some time, daily I invest my time on philosophy. So I update my documents. So I created multiple documents and kept them into my folder. So like that I have so many folders. One is about soft leadership, one is about 4M rule, one is about Macas method. So like that, so many things I do it, because I'm a restless author, in the sense I'm very curious by nature. I want to do something big. Despite having health challenges, still I am doing my best. So now I am walking and I am sharing with you about the philosophy. So I will do research about my philosophy regularly, and then also I started exploring various types of philosophy like nihilism, then stoicism, likewise dogmatism. So these are all the areas I explored. Then again I sat quietly in one place. Then I asked the qualities that reflect my philosophy, because I published 53 books and I taught my students. I took feedback from my students, and I also take feedback from my from my books. So these are the words I got. Then I scribbled them. Some of the words are universe, power, attitude, gratitude, empathy, humanity. So like that, so many words I have scribbled down, and I created my own philosophy tentatively. So hopefully I will create my own philosophy. So this is briefly about my philosophy, and much is in store, and I have a long way to go, and I'll also publish a book on my philosophy. But again, it takes time, maybe 3 years, 4 years or 5 years it might take, but I'll publish a book on my own philosophy. So this is briefly about this one. Now you can hear the sounds of aircraft. This is Alaska Airlines. You can see the snow, mountains. So now it's getting very cold nowadays. It's very difficult to hold the smartphone now. So you can see snow very nearby. So I'll show you a couple of places, some viewpoints you can enjoy. So this is the place. This is medical center. This is Jefferson Park. Then you can see Space Needle. So excellent viewpoints you can enjoy here. It's very beautiful, and just I want to go further. So friends, if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks, and if some of my stories resonates, that serves my purpose. So I am recording with some purpose. One way to record them as my memories. Second thing is to share my ideas and insights of life and leadership. And if some of the audience enjoy my content, they can subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with their networks, because I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge, and sharing is caring. So we have to encourage sharing the knowledge. The life of an individual is very much limited. Now I am 61. What happens very next moment, that I don't know. So best thing I can do is to live every moment so that we can impact the world. So together we will build a better world. So let me share you. Together we will build a better world. And sharing is caring. And I have 4 blogs. One of the blogs titled knowledge grows when shared. So knowledge grows when shared. So you share your knowledge, because money comes and goes, but whatever the knowledge that you have, that has to be shared. So when we share our knowledge, people appreciate and they share with their networks. And you can take whatever is appropriate and relevant in the current context and share with the networks. I have hunger for knowledge. So people do so many things, but I believe in acquiring my knowledge, and I am a bookworm. I don't have any friends. Books are only my friends. If there are any friends, they are my books. Books are my friends, and I am a bookworm. I love books. I am a voracious reader, and I published. I read thousands of books in my lifetime. Again, this is another aircraft. This is Alaska, I think. This is Alaska. So now this is briefly about my philosophy. So now I'll move to the next level. I'll talk briefly about my life and leadership. I was born on October 31st, 1963 in a tiny village in India, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. My childhood was very chaotic. I could not enjoy my childhood because I supported my father in a tea stall. Sometimes I served tea, sometimes I cleaned dishes, sometimes I collected cash. So like that, precisely I was a tea seller. So you can imagine the kind of life I led. And my father is a litigant and alcoholic, very troublesome life, and my mother is very toxic. So I was born into a toxic family, and I was cursed with toxic siblings. So we can't blame others. So what we can do is, you can only create your own destiny. Where you are born and how you are born, that doesn't matter. But what matters is what difference are you making for the world? What is your contribution to the world? What kind of legacy are you going to leave for the next generation of the people? That matters. So don't think about the kind of family I was born into. Don't judge in that way, but it's a reality, and we can't blame. So avoid whining, avoid complaining, avoid criticizing. Instead, empathize with others, enjoy every moment of your life, and be positive. You create your own destiny. Your life depends in your hands. Your life depends in your hands. So build a better world. So now I'll go to a point and I'll share with you various aspects. is an excellent viewpoint. I'll share with you. So this is an excellent viewpoint, and you can see the clouds, and you can see T-Mobile Park, you can see Pacific Ocean, and you can see snow. I think there will be a snow very soon in Seattle. So right now I feel very cold. If it is very cold, then I won't go out for walking. So now I am taking a risk and walking. So you can see beautiful view of mountains with the snow. Somewhat I recall the places in Himalayas, and I served in the Indian Air Force. I visited couple of places in snow areas. So you can recall the viewpoint: skyscrapers, Space Needle, then T-Mobile Park, then Asia Pacific Ocean, aircrafts flying over, mountains, then again Jefferson Park, then that medical center. Then nearby there is fire station. So this is briefly excellent viewpoint. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So now I am walking and talking, and then again I'll revert to storytelling. So for 18 years I was in my native place in India, and I could not enjoy my childhood life. Then I joined Indian Air Force as an airman when I was 18, and I was lucky that I came out of the toxic family and grew as a healthy citizen, and I grew as a leader. Then again, people might think that I was an officer in the Indian Air Force, but the fact is that I served in the lowest rank of a corporal in the Indian Air Force for 12 years. So this is the reality. And after I joined Indian Air Force, I acquired 6 qualifications. They are DME from Aeronautical Engineering from Indian Air Force, a BSc which I discontinued, then again I continued. A usual degree takes 3 years, but for me it took more than 4 years. So I paid condonation fee and I took tuitions. Then I completed my degree from Andhra University. So DME, BSc, then I got my MBA from IGNO, correspondence course, New Delhi. Then I got my PGDBM from Ministry of Defense. Then I got my MA from Ajmer University, which was the private education. Then I got my PGDCLL in the night college. So I went attend classes in the night college when I was in Jodhpur. So you can understand the kind of education I had. People might think that I acquired qualifications from reputed universities like Harvard or Cambridge, but the fact is that I acquired all these qualifications through private education, and with a lot of struggles, and everything was through private education, and I had to go to far distant places to acquire my knowledge, because I was posted in different places and there was no permanent address. Sometimes material used to get late. Sometimes the material was lost. Then I started visiting libraries, and then I visited some of the libraries in Jodhpur and other Air Force units, and I acquired knowledge, and I used to prepare notes, because in those days there was scarcity of information. Now there is a problem of plenty. Lots of stuff is available, lot of material is available, there are plenty of opportunities, so lots of challenges. But despite all the limitations, I acquired 6 qualifications from the Indian Air Force, and all were in different areas. The basic problem with me was that I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor. Nobody funded for my education, nobody sponsored for my education. All this money from Indian Air Force, with limited amount, I acquired all the qualifications. Even Government of India has not sponsored for my education. It was all my money, limited money. So like that, I acquired 6 qualifications in different areas. This is about the kind of economic profile I had. So if I had a guide, my life would have been better and easier, and I would have grown in a right way, a right path. So that was a challenge. Then again, when I was serving in the Indian Air Force, and my father invited me to join for business, but unfortunately backstabbed and betrayed. My father and brother both backstabbed and betrayed. I landed in further problem. So first of all, I was born in a toxic family, and second thing, this betrayal by my father and brother, and I was not blessed with regular education, and all I started with the Telugu language, so I had to learn English, very difficult, and add to that I am a late bloomer. So lots of challenges about my life, but I kept moving. Whatever came across, I availed without complaining, because we want do things in a way, right way, but things will never cooperate. Things will never fall into the place. Life is not linear. Life is not a straight line. Life is full of ups and downs. So I had 2 major challenges. 2007 I had a business challenge. 2021 I had a brain stroke. It adversely affected my physical health, and sometimes I repeat the same thing after the brain stroke. Sometimes I used to forget the things, and I am not able to eat with my right hand, I am not able to type with my right hand. So lots of challenges in my life. So I did business for few years, which didn't work out. Then I left and I became a faculty member in the year 2007. So in the year 2007 was the turning point. Why? Because to become a faculty member, I needed an MBA, and luckily I had MBA. And that MBA also with lots of usually for completing MBA, for me it took 3 years, but for me it took more than 5 years to get my MBA, because I did through private education, through distance education, and I had to submit assignments regularly, and I was posted in different places, and add to that the challenges. So but despite all the challenges, I persisted. So I believe in persistence. Persistence is the key. I'm persistent by nature, so I will never give up. After the brain stroke also, doctors thought that I won't be alive, but I proved them wrong, that I was alive, and I am still alive. Then again, doctors thought that I would be on the bed. Then again, I proved them wrong. Then I woke up from bed. But still I have health challenges, as my right hand and right shoulder is numb. So these are all the challenges about life. So 2007 I became a faculty member, and with limited salary, I think 8,000 or 9,000 I was getting. So I started supporting my wife and 2 sons, and nobody came forward to support us. On the other hand, people have exploited the situation and taken away my little bit of wealth which I had. So everywhere I had challenges, obstacles, but still I was moving, and I believe there is some divine force or some spark or some power that is driving me. Because of that I survived and I came to USA. Then I am able to walk and I am able to talk, and I am able to share my knowledge through smartphone. So now usually people always want everything on a platter, but for me nothing was given on a platter. That was the challenge. And even the things are available on platter, people don't eat. That is the problem. In my case, I didn't have any platter. I had to create own platter. Then I had to adjust with what I had, and I led my life. So 2007 I became a faculty member, and I had 6 qualifications, and education helped me overcome my adversity in the year 2007, and I became a faculty member. And 2007 December I joined for Ph.D. So my goodness, 6 qualifications earlier. Then again 7th qualification I attempted. So here was tricky thing was that I invested 10,000 for my PhD. For that I had to submit some papers, documentation, and I had already published some articles in various magazines, and I published in competitive magazines. So I showed the printouts of my contribution, and I also contributed some articles in Northeast magazines in the year I think to 1982. So those printed copies were there that I took. I took the printouts. Then I submitted to the guide, and I invested 10,000 in the month of December 2007. And 2008 2008 rules were changed, and I was lucky that I took an action by the month of December 2007 and enrolled for PhD. And 2008 rules were changed, and fee was hiked. So if I delayed, then I wouldn't have got my PhD. Then I wouldn't have got enrolled, and I didn't have money also to pay. So these were all obstacles, but things worked out. And so the takeaway from this video is, whatever comes you have to accept, right? Very few people are very lucky, but majority of the people will have their problems. So whatever comes you have to accept, and you have to move on. So in my life, nobody gave me a platter, nobody gave me a platform. Let me repeat, nobody gave me a platter, nobody gave me a platform, and I started building my own platform, and I acquired 6 qualifications. In the year, then I joined for PhD in the year 2007, and 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills. So you can imagine the kind of challenges I underwent. Then 2010 I made my debut as an author and published 53 books, and I published 53 more than 200 research papers, and I published more than 1,000 articles in various international magazines and journals, and I still serve on the editorial board of DLO of Emerald and JVPL. So you can understand the kind of contribution I made within a limited span, limited span, within a limited time span. So whatever comes, we have to accept, right? So I accepted. So I kept moving. So nobody gave me a platform and nobody gave me a plate. So I had to create my own plate, and I had to create my own platform. So this is briefly about my life. So life is not easy. Life is full of ups and downs. So this is what I strongly believe, and I publish books. And then again I started writing books, whatever came across to my mind, because I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor. Everything I was doing of my own, whatever was flashing in my mind. Then I published books, 53 books in different genre. Like I started with the non-fiction, like education, teaching, training, executive education, then diversity, mindfulness. Then I wanted to write a book which is a memoir, which is tentatively titled Survivor. This is the book I am planning to write. So I entered different genre, like non-fiction, like teaching, training, diversity, mindfulness. Now I am exploring a new genre, that is I'm exploring a memoir. So the title of the book is tentatively titled Survivor. So this book talks about my brain stroke, betrayal, and my health challenges. So I would share through storytelling. So this is briefly about my book on. So here people are walking and enjoying. So this is about my journey, educational journey. Was didn't have any consistency with academic profiles, but there was only one consistency in my educational journey, was that I believed in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. Then coming to the genre of books, there was no consistency, but there was only one consistency, that I was a writer, I was an author, and these are all the aspects. So friends, so these are all the things I am sharing with you about life and leadership. I think it's 1 hour, I think. So I will, it's very painful to hold my smartphone. So whenever I hear the sounds of aircraft, I feel excited, because I served in the lowest rank of a corporal in the Indian Air Force. Whenever I hear the sounds of aircrafts, I get goosebumps. So there are 2 airports here in Seattle. There are 2 airlines. One is Alaska, another is Boeing. There are 2 cities. One is Bellevue and Seattle. Both are closely connected. So Seattle is a beautiful place. Okay, now let me get back to the my storytelling. So this is about life. So I didn't have any plate to eat. I created my own plate, and there was nobody served me with a platter. And secondly is that I didn't have any platform. Now I started creating my own platform, right? So now I got ideas. So when I talk, I get ideas. So I got ideas. So these are all the things I have shared. Now I will move to the about a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. It's very cold, very troublesome. Oh, just I'll wait. So I'm waiting for my wife. It's very cold. It's very cold to hold my smartphone with the left hand. Luckily my wife is with me. Just hold it. It's very cold. Very cold. It's very cold at the winter. So I have to create friction. So if I create friction, so I can create the heat. So once I create the heat, then I will be able to hold my smartphone, and also I can shift. Of course, I can shift to right hand. So still I have to hold with my left hand. So then again I will resume my storytelling. So I think we still have around 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So I will share some aspects. So I'll share with you about soft leadership. I started a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership, and why I started this soft leadership is that there is a gap when I was teaching for students in the educational institutions as a faculty member. There was a gap. Students lacked employability skills, soft skills. Then I closed the gap and bridged the gap between campus and corporate. And I earned my Ph.D. in soft skills. So whenever there is a gap, I close the gap. So similarly, whenever you find that there is a gap, you must close the gap. You must identify the challenges and address them. So that's what I do it. So there was a gap that students, I love my students very much, and I love teaching and sharing my knowledge with my students. So because of my passion for students, then I started PhD in the soft skills, because employability skills are very much required, which were missing. So I had a vision actually. Then I researched it. Then I joined for PhD. Then I got my PhD in soft skills in the year 2011. Then what I did, usually after earning their PhD, people confined to routine teaching, and they get complacent. But in my case, I never get complacent. In the sense, I take rest only on my graveyard. Let me repeat. I take rest only at my graveyard, and I will be working throughout my life. I am a workaholic. Then what happened? The soft skills are there. Then I thought, let me work on new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. So I blended soft skills with leadership. And soft skills is a PhD I got. And leadership, I am passionate because I served in the Indian Air Force. So I connected soft skills with leadership and coined a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership. This is the origin. And again, when I was teaching my students for EMBA students, and also when I was conducting MDP programs, the audience felt that the prevailing leadership styles were not relevant. They felt that there were so many leadership styles like democratic, autocratic, delegative, servant leadership, like that. So some of the students, they questioned me, "Sir, why don't you create your own leadership?" So an idea. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I always take first step. Not only first step, I am very proactive, and I take the first step. Then second thing what I do is that whenever I get an idea, I'll jot down and take them into execution. That's what I do it. Then I started thinking about soft leadership. Then I started soft leadership. Then I published yeah. So just a moment, here I have to cross. Yeah, this is Seattle supermarket. This is a junction. Now we are returning, so it will take around 10 to 15 minutes. We will return. Yeah. So let me circle back to my story of soft leadership. And then I started researching about soft leadership and soft skills. Then I published around 10 books on soft skills and soft leadership. And let me briefly explain about soft leadership. The soft leadership is all about leading people with people skills without compromising task orientation. That is one definition. Second definition is that soft leadership emphasizes 11 C's. I have created a framework that is 11 C's. Some of the 11 C's are character, charisma, conscience, conviction, communication, courage. So these are 11 C's are there. So this soft leadership emphasizes 11 C's to lead from the front, and this soft leadership blends soft skills with your left brain, and it blends leadership with your right brain. And this is one more definition about soft leadership. And one more definition I have created is soft leadership is not about complaining, it's not about criticizing, it's not about condemning. Soft leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value and impacting humankind. This is the definition. So these are all the definitions I have created, and I published around 10 books on soft skills and soft leadership. So I am exhausted. Okay, no problem. I will go back. Okay. Then one of the books titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership is a book I love very much. Why? Because so let me repeat this book title. Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership is the book title which I published a few years ago. The uniqueness of this book is that I dedicated this book titled Soft Leadership, New Direction to Leadership to Peter Drucker, who is known as the father of modern management, and I received foreword from Philip Kotler, who is known as the father of modern marketing, and the father of modern HR, Dale Ulrich, has created a leadership code. And the fourth aspect is that I am known as the father of soft leadership globally for my contribution. And if you Google my name, soft leadership, you will find the books that I published and the interviews I gave. So all those things are available online. So you can Google soft leadership, then you can get lots of stuff about my work. So a lot of research I have done, and still I am doing a lot of research. And this soft leadership helps all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Z. For all generations, the soft leadership is required. The soft leadership means partnership. That means no more subordinates, no more leaders. We are all equal. We are all partners for progress. That is about soft leadership. And this soft leadership help emphasize, especially from the perspective of centennials, that is Gen X, Y, Z, because Gen Z are very smart and brilliant. Of course, they lack patience, but they are very smart and brilliant. They are digital savvy, so it's very much required because they love to work as colleagues, not as bosses or subordinates. So this is the area I am exploring. So I am trying to integrate soft leadership with various areas like brain science, then again psychology, then decision making, employee engagement, empathy, humanity. So these are all the things I am integrating, and I want to create something new to impact humankind. I want to discover something new with the help of soft leadership, and so that I can impact humankind. So lots of ideas are there. Only thing, my health must permit, so that I can add value and impact humankind. And this soft leadership is very good, and it helps for all generations, for all people. And this soft leadership emphasizes technology, and it will emphasize on artificial intelligence. So these are all the things in the pipeline, and much is in the store. So I still have to do research. So after 2 days I have an interview on soft leadership, and I was interviewed by many people on soft leadership. So sometimes I request them to interview me, sometimes people request me to interview me on soft leadership, sometimes I request people to interview me. So either way, it's not one way. So let me repeat, sometimes I request people to interview me, sometimes the hosts invite me to speak on soft leadership. So I am doing either way. Why? Because it's a two-way process. When I appear more and more podcasts and interviews, what happens? So I'll be provoked to think, then I get new ideas, new insights, then it leads to further research. So you have to be very curious. I am curious and creative by nature. So I am very curious and creative. So that's what I am doing. This is briefly about soft leadership. Now I reached the home, and so let me share with you. So you can hear the sounds within a few hours, I think. I don't know within how many hours, I don't know. We are entering into New Year, that is 2025 in Seattle. So I wish you all Happy New Year 2025. I am in Seattle, and I am greeting everyone. Happy New Year. I wish you a very peace, prosperity and happiness. So let me, friends, let me summarize what I have discussed with you over the smartphone. First I introduced myself, then again I explained about Seattle story and entrepreneurship. Then I shared with you about my philosophy. Then I talked briefly about my life journey, and then I shared with you about soft leadership. So this is how I teach, this is how I train the people. That's what I am doing right now. So I have, since I have the attitude of a professor or a trainer, whatever it is, so I structure my content in that way, and I share with the world. So this is Bagheera, very beautiful, very nice one. It's enjoying. So it's very painful to hold with my left hand. Please empathize with me. And so I'm giving a final message. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. Miracle. Life is full of opportunities. Enjoy every moment of your life and avoid regrets. Everything happens for a reason. All that happens for good. So thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Practice gratitude with gratitude.